Communication process by RJ. First one would be idea or topic. This will be the context of the communication, and then this will be brought to the sender, which will serve as a transmitter of the idea or topic. Next is the noise. This has the possible hindrances in sending the message, for example, poor connection or even an inattentive receiver. Next would be the receiver, the person to whom the message is transmitted. Then the receiver will give his or her feedback, which will serve as his response to the message.
Communication Model by Childs Flores Yabron. This idea pops inside my head when it comes to communication process. First is the sender and receiver of the message. Of course, how will they communicate and understand if they don't talk to each other, right? Both of them will receive a message and create a feedback. Then they will also encode and decode it on what they are going to say to the receiver. Next is the noise or interference. That is also important so they can both hear each other properly. Last, at the middle, is the channel. It's important to know what's the thing that they are gonna use in order to communicate with each other. Are they talking with each other face to face, or are they using cell phone or telephone?
Encoding is to convert your idea or your information into a particular form. An example of encoding is writing or recording a message and other verbal and nonverbal communication. After your idea has been produced, in order to transmit the message, it will automatically transmitted by the channel. After the message is delivered, the recipient of the message is the receiver. Once the message has been received, it should be decoded first before giving a feedback. Decoding is how the respondent will understand the message that has been received from the sender. The interference can be affected in any parts of the process, mostly in transmitting and in responding from the message. Communication Model by Tia Robles.
This is the Teresa's model. As you can see, there is a messenger. Messenger is the first speaker and also the one who will encode the message. Through the use of channel, it can be oral communication or written communication. This message will be delivered by the second speaker, which is the receiver. Next is the feedback. This is the reaction to the message, and this will be produced by the receiver. It can also process through the channel to receive by the first speaker.
The idea that turns into message is constructed by the sender that will automatically encodes by using the channel. Example, by using the messenger or the phone calls. While the sender encodes the message, there are some instances that the noise around will interrupt or distract the sender from sending the message. Then when the message was received by the receiver, that is the time that the feedback will enter the process.
We have gathered all of our diagram into one conclusion by the means of showing each content of our synthesized diagram. First is the sender will think of a topic or idea for the message purpose. Then, the sender will choose a channel for the transmission of the message. Any communication process might encounter a noise as a hindrance for the transmission of the message, such as having some network error that would cause to have an inattentive receiver, just like this one.
Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello, Tia? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello, I can't understand you.
Once that there is no noise to be encountered, the next one in the process would be the receiver, which will be able to decode the encoded message from the sender. Then after the message was encoded, the receiver will now be able to give his or her feedback for the message.